bring the meeting to order with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It just occurred to me the last time the holiday fell like this, so that we had a really, it seemed like an early meeting, because the first fell on Thursday, so the second
Roll call.
Pastor Joe, for the,
Deb?
that's what
Here.
confused
Patty?
him.
Here. Angie? Blink? Here.
Jesus, some of them look like they're all mine.
They probably
All
are.
in gel pens.
Hey, remember we
wonder.
found 2 packs on the floor from
Yeah.
the cupboards.
Alright, committee reports. Oh, lights. Anybody seen them lately?
Didn't we
I
just
called
do
a
it?
bunch in a month ago or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, you did.
I think they got most of them, but
There was one back here that wasn't working yet the last time we were.
if you see one, let me know.
Jamie's not coming in?
I haven't heard nothing from him. Catch basins, that's him too. They seem to be working, a little snow covered here and there. Cemetery, still good. Streets,
Whoever's been plowing them, thank you.
mhm.
They seem to be intact.
Signs,
As far as I know, they're still okay.
okay.
Some of them will lean a little bit, but
Yeah,
they're okay.
we'll have to work on that. Lands and buildings,
Still the same for now.
okay.
Other than what, you did put a heater in the,
I'll talk about that in there.
okay. But yeah, other than that, everything's the same.
Oh, safety,
For December 2024, 5 car stops, 5 citations, 0 arrests. Activity 5, minor complaints 0. Mileage 32, assists 1.
all right. Everybody looked at the minutes?
Yes.
Corrections, anything? Motion to approve?
Nay.
Second.
Roll call, Deb,
Yes.
Blink,
Yes.
Angie,
Yes.
Patty,
Yes.
We gotta do a nominate somebody for president of council before I forget.
I nominate Deb Cole.
Deb.
Nobody else?
Motion, nomination, and vote, I'll take.
Vote for, no other nominations. Vote for Deb Cole for president of council. Roll call.
roll call, Blink,
Yes.
Angie,
Yes.
Patty,
Yes.
Deb,
Abstain.
I mean, do you want to do anything?
That's fine.
It don't make a difference.
We
It's just
told-
one of the deals.
We told.
Yeah. You see the insurance on the,
I do.
The
Okay.
5,517, I was gonna ask
I
about
just
that.
wanted to make sure that's for the insurance for the village.
Okay.
Let's go with that too.
Yeah.
All right, you seen the
Sorry.
monthly expenses?
No. Wait, that was that?
Yeah,
Yeah, I did.
sorry, the only thing to add to that, so there is these electric bills that are gonna come out online, and then there's, I just got a reimburse spread for some of these receipts.
Yeah, we know.
you see them, Deb? Grit.
Mark was wondering where you got it.
Yeah.
Everything's getting so high, it's not, I don't.
Well-
Listen, I have to look at my own. It's bad enough.
Yeah.
Thanks, Fred.
Alright, motion to pay the monthly bills.
I am.
Second,
Roll call. Deb?
Yes.
Flynn?
yes.
Patty?
Here, yeah.
Approve the financial report, which is basically the monthly bills.
Motion to approve,
Second,
Roll call. Flynn?
yes.
Andy?
Yes.
Patty?
yes.
Deb?
Yes.
Alright. Unfinished business, it's kind of unfinished and new business. We were turned down for the principal forgiveness loan. So, we've got the contract with Choice One to engineer the line going to Muskingum. The guy from RCAP said that if we keep going with the contract, they do everything they're supposed to do, and they get the permit to install, we will almost be guaranteed the principal forgiveness loan next year.
Next,
So it puts it a year away, but they've offered us a 0% loan, $500,000. Dave brought up the fact that maybe I can check to see if we take out the loan, they might do a principal forgiveness on that at some point if we got it. If we were able to get on the next round, so I'll call the guy from RCAP, run that by him, but when he called me the other day, he just said, yeah, there was so many people that applied this year, 300 million, that the way they award that is based on points, and you need 6 points, and we only had 1, so.
but if we have that continue.
If we have the
that will
permit
cover
to install, he said he'd almost guarantee we'd get it because that would be all 6 points we need.
So it's worth, in my opinion, to keep trying.
Mm-hmm.
Just not gonna happen this
Yeah.
year.
Definitely.
So, with that being said, we got to deal with the federal EPA and the state EPA, and I don't know what all that's going to entail. We'll just cross that bridge when we come through it. So,
Not much else we can do.
no, haven't heard anything about the guardrail yet. Did I even tell you guys about the cat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Should be this month. we'll find
Yeah, she said the 3rd week of January, so. Alright, the salt spreader on the truck it works half the time. The bed still doesn't go up and down, which we don't really need it to, but, next year, we need a Kubota. I've done the alleys with the Kubota, my Kubota, and I've done it with the village truck. The truck is not very good to do it with. It's just too big, so. But we'll look at that this year sometime. Rita tax is in effect now. I think everybody got their letters. Hopefully, I guess I got more paperwork to take care of, but that's going in, so I think that's probably about it, except for appropriations. Well, what do we got, Liz?
Okay. So. because going off of what like we did last year, I sorry, it's in my file somewhere. I was trying to get it all together right before the meeting.
Well, while she's looking, any other unfinished business? Or thoughts on anything, or any new business?
Is the payments for the sewer getting any better?
I think they did this month. I didn't count them up yet, but there are some people trying to, it looks like they're trying to catch it. Well, I don't know.
Oh.
Just to stay ahead of the game, I guess. They're not really, if they owe $500 and they pay $100 and it's going to cost them $47 again next month, they're not really catching up, but they are catching up a little bit. So I haven't looked for anybody to start finding shut-offs yet, so
Okay, probably too much snow here.
Yeah,
for a
it's
while
just-
to do that.
too cold out.
And we haven't got a part-time police officer there.
No, that reminds me. Ray said there. Jerry, did Ray talk to you any more about that officer?
He did not.
Okay. There's a guy that just retired from Columbus, lives down here at the lake, might be interested. So,
That was last month.
huh?
Can you tell us about that last month?
No, I remember.
No. Maybe he was talking to Ray. So we'll see. I don't,
Well, it'd be nice to get someone in here that does something before spring comes rolls
Them
around.
semis are flying now.
Yeah, well, Ray's been out. I mean, he's writing a few, but
Well, one thing people do know is they better not speed by the school buses anymore. I can't tell you how many times he got somebody.
that's good. I mean, that's the main thing. It's
Alright, sorry about that.
Okay.
So this is what we have from the auditor. So, the way that I understand it is that, so whatever appropriations we make, they can't be more than the amount that the auditor gave us.
right.
So I'll pass this around and then, so that's kind of like a guideline of what they want us to do. And then when I was doing like my end of year bank rec stuff, so we have like a lot of like outstanding checks from like over the years, which is really like I really couldn't do much about it. There's a couple that I reprinted from the policemen that I'm sure you guys saw them, like the payment sheet, but or maybe not, but or my stack of checks here. But there's a couple that I had to void and reissue because they got lost. So what that kind of affects the payroll taxes, because if they're not cashed within that, we can't really void from past years without like having to like amend the taxes from the previous years. So we had to open up a unclaimed fund, or unclaimed fund, I guess. So that's like another one of our funds that we have. I want to say it has to. So all of, like the outstanding checks, basically the balances from that gets transferred into this fund for, I think it's either 5 or 8 years. I have to double check on that. But, and then it can get,
Released.
yes. But there is, the other thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get, like checks that say like void within like 90 days or something, so that the checks are just void so that we don't have to worry about them being outstanding, but
Did they say if we could print that on our own?
I haven't heard back. That's another thing. We've been going like back and forth with Huntington. We're actually, so with the credit card, they made us like close, not like close, but we had to get a whole new login, because the village account that we had was like under like a personal use, I guess. So they had to convert everything to commercial use, so we were kind of locked out of it until right before the meeting. And then they give us
Again, after all this
Yeah.
time.
Yes.
Mhm.
And we still don't have a credit card. We've been doing it, started this, I think, the last of October. So, we just got an email, was that today or yesterday, saying the new business account, blah, blah, blah. They will be getting a hold of us to verify this or that, and it's just, I've never seen anything go that
I
slow
would
in
pull
my
my
life.
money. I mean, does it have to be Huntington Bank because this is a government entity?
No,
These people are beyond
they are very, very, very
inept.
slow. And it's all to cover them. That's all it's about. And every time we get an email, it's from a different person. So, I mean,
The one day I was emailing them, and the one lady was on vacation, and she's like, well, email this person, and then I think it went through 3 or 4 times, and every person they would tell me to email would do like the automated, like, oh, I'm not in office, email
Yeah.
this person. I think it happened 3 or 4 times before someone actually.
you can never talk to anybody.
Yeah, they never.
Do that from another country.
I get irritated
I like Sutton.
listening
We've been
to
with
it.
Sutton forever.
So,
I can't. If it was my money, I'd be in there just banging on the counter.
Maybe when that new mechanic system's on there on George Road.
well, I don't know what we're gonna do, but we just, I mean, we need a credit card because, the Marathon has sent us to collections now. And Liz called them today and tried to talk to them, and they wanted stuff from our account, which they closed out, so we don't have that. So they
But they're
said
still
that
billing us.
they couldn't
On the
help
closed
us
account.
anymore.
Because they
It's-
won't let you log into the account because it doesn't exist anymore.
It's another $75 charge, so,
Hold on.
well, yeah. I don't know, Dave. I'm gonna go back through all these numbers and see how long this $75 finance charge has been going on. Because we called, got the balance, paid everything, and then there's another $75. So, I mean, I don't know how many times it's happened. So,
Jeez, oh, Petey.
yeah, it's crazy.
Don't be
And I just wanted to show you something on one of the electric bills. We'll say the one for the garage up there. We used there. We used 13 cents worth of electric, and our bill is $65.78.
Minimum fees. That's why I got rid of my landline once upon a time.
Yeah.
Because
Those are all fees. So
just
we
to
can't do
have
nothing
it.
about it. This is for here and the street lights. It's not terrible, but where was this one? Main Street. This is for the sewer plant. Consumption $390. Total charges $663. Almost double.
Dumb.
For the lift station, consumption $51.56. Charges $321. Distribution related component 136. Cost recovery charge 126. Consumer rate credit. Oh, that's a minor. We got a credit of 47 cents.
Whoa, you missed.
Customer
that's
charge
$7.
$7. I mean, it's crazy. That's
I
just
don't mind paying what I've used, but all that extra stuff just doesn't make sense to me.
and I think I saw they're trying to get another increase on something. I don't know. So that just lets you know where some of the money goes. That
It's
that
not-
13 cents, and I posted that, and somebody said, "Well, you're mad about a $66 bill?" No, I haven't answered him yet. I'm mad about
Did you look at the bill?
the damn bill being $66 when we used 13 cents. You know?
Now, on the marathon card, not just, but
Yeah.
to go back, do we have copies of when they cashed our checks and stuff?
Well, we should have.
Yeah, they're all,
To show,
yeah.
Yeah.
these were paid on time, why are
Yeah.
you charging us?
Well, the one original, the first payment was not paid on time
Because
because
we was locked
we were
out.
locked out because
Right.
everything was still in Amy's name, but they've still tried to drag that $75 fee on after we closed the account.
And I think,
After you close and pay the 75 once?
Yeah, we paid the 75 once and then they tried to charge it to us another month.
and then that's why I said close out the account. And then they're still charging us, so I don't know.
So how many times does that make?
I don't know.
I mean, since we were late because we were closed out.
I think too, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna get all of them. I got their billing for the invoice, the monthly invoice. So I'll email, so I can print them out, and hopefully it tells us something on there. Because we can't go into the account now because it's closed. So, and she tried to ask them, and they say we can't help you because we need things. They
Well, then
have
how
it.
are they billing us?
Yeah, they have it. So it's just
So is it a collection letter you got, or?
no. It's not really a collection. It said collections on it, but it's still from Marathon. Find that.
Yeah, it says it's from collections to the Village of Mifflin and then it gives us a case number.
Their own collections department.
Yes.
Yeah.
But does it say in there they're supposed to give you a paragraph that says that if you dispute
Print.
this, send us writing and we'll
Right.
provide you verification.
Yeah, is that gonna come back and bite us when we're trying to get zero forgiveness?
Yeah. I wouldn't think so,
I think it's $75 when it would. Like I say, he's just as tight with this village money as he is with our own checkbook. So. The electric bills have been really. I had a heart attack when I opened up the gas bill the other day. I was like, double. Yeah, I know it got cold, but double.
What hospital did you go to?
Gas bill. Oh, I didn't. I just have them quiet.
I
at
had a
home.
heart attack on my electric bill, 138. I just got.
Okay, let me look at this.
My electric bill's been the
That's
same
more
for 10
Yeah,
years. My electric bill has been the exact same for 10 years.
I don't have all my lights on.
When they talked about the whole second party thing that was going, I called and got with this other
Liz, this is
party.
this
My
isn't
electric
ours.
bill never changed.
We did too. IG, I think, or something like that.
Yep.
That is the
Some three
township.
letters.
This one's not, okay.
Yeah. Who called the other day and wanted to know if we were interested in getting solar put on our roof to help.
Should have said
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't know why they said that.
So we need a new one of
I
them.
won't repeat
We
what Mark
need
told.
this.
Mark said he the other day, he said,
Well, that's the one
He said-
that,
I stopped by and yelled out the window and he said, I found a dog.
That's the one they sent
shit in
me
my
a
yard."
couple
I said,
weeks
"I
ago.
caught my dog and shit in Democrat yard.
Date 8/12 for the
This
5th.
thing from a Democrat. Still a mess. What are you doing here?
Well, I don't know what the hell we're doing here.
They sent, so
So they're saying we have 109.83.
That we owe?
No, this is this is how much money we have.
Is this marathon?
No, this
Oh, I thought we were.
This
still
is
talking about
appropriations.
marathon.
no, this is appropriations.
Cause he was saying
Oh.
there should be a paragraph.
So do you see
And I
anything
thought
on
you told
there,
her to-
Dave? That
But, so Wex Bank is the bank that has
That-
the account is through?
yeah, that's Marathon actually.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no paragraph, but if they're cut off here, so I don't know if there's a second page to it or not.
Was there?
But if it's coming from a collections department.
is
or
it on-
collect-
the back, it just says this email communication is intended use only by the individual.
Okay. If it's coming from inside, then they wouldn't have that paragraph, but if it's coming from a collector, a debt collector, then it has to have that paragraph. So it sounds like Wex Bank is who the account is through, and that's who's trying to collect it, so it's not gonna have that paragraph.
All right. Well, I will give them a call and see if I can make any progress. Probably not, but they can't shut us off now because we already quit.
Yeah, sorry, but back to the thing about the appropriation. So, obviously, I'm new to all this, but so I've been getting like my information, like kind of what to do from Diane in Plymouth. So when I was trying to do them like for the temporary appropriation, she was like, "Well, you need to reach out to the county auditor and then get this certificate because the state auditor is going to want to see it." Well, then when I emailed the county auditor, the first email they said was like, "Well, we don't have that. We're not responsible for it." So then a couple minutes later, they sent that, which is what I asked for, because Diane said, well, that doesn't make any sense, like they should have it. But Diane told me that the number that they give us is what we're gonna wanna either be on that number or under it.
Okay. So this says the Budget Commission, Ashley County, and blah blah blah, makes the following official certificate of estimated resources for the Mifflin Village for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2025. So, unencumbered balance, 20,000, property tax, 2,000, other sources, 86,000. So we have a total of 109,000. I don't know where they get the number or how that works, but our checking account has
Yeah, like 160.
160,000 in it. So if we just appropriate this much,
That
I
would
get
be your anticipated income is what they're asking to encumber, not what you already have in
Okay.
Yeah.
your account.
so we'll go off of this and Liz has got to get these funds set up so we can read them.
Yeah, I am working on that because the I can actually print you guys a
So, no,
yeah, I'll go ahead and print this to show you guys kind of what I
Dave, like on that ARPA fund. Now, it's broke. Do we got to keep that fund on the books?
When you say on the books, you mean on your print?
Yeah. Or we should,
I
or
would probably keep it on
Okay.
there.
because we've got the ARPA, we got the COVID one.
What's the MVO? It won't come to me.
The what?
On your sheet there, the MVO, was that what you were asking? Yeah. Second or third line?
SCMR,
No, I know what that is.
State
On the
Highway.
back page of the other one.
That other one's not ours.
Oh, sorry, this is the township.
That was
I
a
don't-
township, I don't
I
know
don't
why
know.
that came to us.
Yeah, I
Well, what
don't know
does
why they-
MVL mean on the other side? Up on
I have no
top?
idea.
Oh, okay.
Motor vehicle license.
Oh, licenses.
Yeah, I knew it had to do with.
Yeah, they've got $1
license, but I
million
didn't-
in their
Okay.
fund,
Okay.
the township does.
Dang.
Yeah, a little different,
Mhm.
I still haven't heard from Mons, by the way.
crazy. So,
He must not want.
my question is,
I'm gonna call him and see when they can come here in May.
what,
Keep giving free service.
where do we wanna be with our appropriations as far as, what do you think needs the most?
You wanna be in the green.
Well,
Doesn't
think when-
most everything
I think
go
when
in
you
the
do your
general fund?
appropriations, it's supposed to equal that figure that you're
Oh.
anticipating.
The 109, yeah.
Here, sorry, let me just print this
Oh.
for you guys, so this will, kind of like break down what, like, I'm dealing with in UAN and why a lot of this doesn't, why it's
Okay.
not just so like black and white and why it's like,
Because before, we had each fund was listed in it. And licenses and salaries and.
Office.
So I don't know if we have to, no, I don't know if we have to
Police
break it.
department.
I don't know if it has to be broke down that much.
well, that's what I'm.
That was pretty detailed.
Yeah,
So that's one of the things I would like to, like, obviously talk to you guys about, kind of like compacting down, because like the thing I'm printing is 9 pages long. Obviously, we don't have 9 pages long of different like categories that
Right.
things need to be paid through.
Can you condense them so that everybody understands?
Well, I don't know.
And it's right.
That would be ideal. It's just a, okay, so I'll pass this around, but, so basically the account code, when it starts with 1,000, that's all the general fund. The one that starts with the 2,000 is the,
She's picking up now. It
please.
was the numbers I never could remember. She's picking up on it.
no, state
CMR?
Yeah.
Okay,
state highway. The one that is the 2021 is the, no, that one's the state highway. The other one is state,
which one you looking at, Liz?
the 202.
2 is SCMR,
Yeah, which.
3 is state highway.
And then the 5201 is the sewer. But that's the first number, and then the actual account code is like where it comes from, but it's broken down by the, passing that around for you guys. But that is basically all of the categories that so
And that's all, we got parks,
So the ones that like we just don't use,
well, that's what I was asking Dave, like that,
mhm.
he thinks we ought to keep them. I mean, you can put zeros,
Well-
it'll all be zeroed out, but,
And that's the other thing too, is like there's a lot of others on each one, and then it's. the
well,
things that
break
are-
it, I'm sure we can break it down to, just,
Or if you get rid of them, if it cleans up the report, and then you can always add it if you get those funds again or something.
can you just go like ARPA fund and nothing below it? Or, what's one of the other funds?
Yeah, so we scratched the ARPA fund, and then we just, so it's not on the reports, but the one that we just opened is the unclaimed funds report.
Okay,
The sewer fund is all the 5201s.
okay. So, these are the only ones that we need. You don't have the unclaimed on it. Oh, we didn't have it, that's why.
Yeah, like the Mifflin Memories, I don't know, I don't,
That fund there that stays the same.
Okay, so that does have to stay open.
Yes. Parks, me and Flean will probably cash our checks and put them back in, so that'll go up a little bit.
And I hate, it's short.
It is short. Yeah, that's $75 that Jeff donated is not in there.
See, all I'm seeing is the 2 years of our checks we put back in.
Oh, no, there it is.
Where
50?
50's what we've put in over the last 2 years.
Oh, so it is missing. So Amy probably put that in the general fund,
That
It
is-
was earmarked there, it said on the envelope, park fund.
right? I understand that, Pauline, but she
I'm
probably,
just being bitchy.
yeah, she probably put it in the general fund.
Another,
Yeah, you don't have to deal with that no more.
well, now park fund's short, so yeah, we do.
Right.
And that's like the other thing too, is like a lot of the things can be paid out of the general fund, but then you can only pay so much out of the park fund, so you have to be careful with
Right.
when you appropriate it, what.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of like, that explains kind of like what I've been trying to, do, and I find myself, at least like the past couple months, like reallocating a lot of like, if there's money in one spot, then I have to move it to another spot to like to pay the bills.
So that's
That-
why
yeah, well,
we've got to
That's
take,
always been done.
we've got to take this 109 and put it where we need it.
Yeah, that's,
Now the sewer does its own thing. That 46, that will probably just go right back in the sewer fund. That'd be appropriated to it, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what's in the fund. The general fund, actually, these numbers is probably what we will appropriate. Now, how we break it down, like, well, no,
So much of the general, I'm not sure I'm gonna say it right.
question, Dave, like, lands and buildings. Do we have to have a fund for that, or can we just pay out of the general fund?
General fund.
Cause I remember what, about $2,000 is what we always kept
Because
in
you only have
land
to
and
have a
buildings.
separate account for the sewer,
Right,
or if you're getting money from a special levy, then you have to have a special account.
okay. Alright. So I think,
And the one street fund is just for certain streets.
right,
Yeah.
and, yeah, I gotta, and that's
As long
all
as we have enough
changed.
in the police fund,
Because I think I said there was 15,000 in that fund now.
in what?
The highway fund,
Oh, I don't.
when I was finding out about the guardrails.
Yeah.
I got it on one of my papers
Yeah,
somewhere,
I do
so,
remember you saying that.
but,
Is
And
this
it-
enough for postage, you know, since the price has gone up to almost $1 a stamp?
well, and that's the thing too, is, like, so say if I was gonna pay something today with postage, if that's not enough, I'd have to, like,
so,
kinda guess and like reallocate from somewhere else.
Mhm.
so, what if we don't even do postage and that comes out of the general fund?
Do you have to, did she
Well-
explain you have to break it down each one, or?
Well, so, the postage does come out of the general fund, but then it's like general fund and then postage.
Do we
But
have
you-
to have that?
But you have to set a certain amount each when you're doing your appropriations, did she say?
No, she didn't say. She just kind of, at least the way Diane looked at it was, I don't think Diane, like, works with, like, a small village like this, so I think a lot of the stuff, too, that she's teaching me, like, that I've caught on is, like,
Unless it's
Well,
pretty small.
Plymouth is not that big.
well, so, like, the ones I had to go through, I had, like, 9 pages, so I think she just has more funds. Like, they have, like, pool money, and there's a couple other
Right.
things that they have to, like, reallocate.
So, let me ask you a question. The way that this is broke down,
Mhm.
Does that have anything to do with how, when we're audited?
So that, as far as I know, as long as you can explain like your reasoning for like each fund it came out of, like obviously you wouldn't want to like take a like a payroll bill out of like sewer or something like that. But well, I guess that's a bad example because I think.
Because I'm just, in my head, I'm wondering, it's always been broke down.
Yeah,
Why?
it's just a question of
Is it
why.
For auditing purposes? Is it to hold you accountable
Well, and that's the one
for
thing,
everything in detail?
that is one thing that I think until like I get my first audit and then they give me like the feedback on that stuff, I don't think I'll really know like what I can. I think as of right now, it was just kind of like Amy's preference of where she wanted to put everything, and then it could even be.
And not to interrupt, but I do recall her having said, history is what determined. Even Robin said that back in the day after everything got straightened up from Becky Blau.
Yeah, but we can't, that history today is not 10 years ago.
Well, and that too, it like the person that.
But
had,
as we go on, it stays fairly much the same.
and then it could be a matter of just Amy, because I think she had multiple.
Well,
issues, and so it could just be a matter of her like not cleaning up, like taking the money out of those and closing the funds that we don't use.
and that's what I want to get away from, is all those funds that have zeros on them.
Yeah, it's just like it looks like really.
Delete those rows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's I feel like that's a lot of the time like why I seem so scatterbrained when I'm trying to like explain things because I'm like, well, this came out of here, but it's
So-
because
But there's 5 parts to out of it.
yeah,
yeah.
it's because it's like I'm trying to explain all of that, and it's like.
And
So if you keep that spreadsheet and make up your own, and then at audit time you find out, oh, this is why you still have that spreadsheet to go back on.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
We've had good audits since
Mhm.
things got straightened up.
Yeah, and I do think that this year, because we're supposed to get an audit this year, and I do think they're going to cut me a lot of slack just like with they can.
Well, they're going to have to, because we ain't got no records.
But there is like a lot of records of like me emailing them,
Right,
always
right.
asking for help, and
Right.
so as far as like them cutting us slack to,
Right.
for like what I'm
So,
like trying to do, I think that we're gonna.
you need to have Diane come here today. I'll come here today. Maybe if council, somebody from council wants to come for a day, we'll look at these and before the next meeting.
Get all of our heads.
Yeah, because I want to get these done and filed.
Yeah.
I mean, that's our biggest thing of the year, I think, probably.
Well, right, and even if I did like a history of all the bills that we paid in the past year, and then so like all the spectrum, all the electrically, we could say.
Here's
okay,
what we need.
Yeah, this is like what fund it needs to come out of, so it's not just like
Right.
coming
Well,
out
if
of
you do that,